Right, everybody, welcome to a new video. In this video, I want to announce that I got you guys a discount code for FX Replay, right? So if you use the code Diogenes, you'll get 15% off your monthly subscription, okay? And you can, FX Replay is really good, and you can get some statistical data like what I have here. And when you have data back in your model, right, you can trust it more, and it's the only way you get over actually psychology issues. Okay, so the best thing at open model, right? So this is the data for March, right? So the model got 70% win rate. Okay, so risking only $250 per trade. I made like $3,700. Okay, so we can see the journal, right? I only actually got 2 losses this whole month with the model, right? So which is incredible. Okay, let's go. And this is why actually FX Replay is really good, is because you can go back and check what went wrong and what was right. Okay, so you can screenshot your trades. So as you can see here, we had SMT at these highs, right? So this is highs, okay? And the CSD was here, okay? So I entered late with FX Replay because I forgot actually, because I was only backtesting, no, right? So I entered late because I realized that I was, maybe the candles were speedy. Okay, so when this second CSD happened here, I entered. Sometimes I can put my stop just here because this is now a propulsion block, right? So when we close under these bodies, you can trust this, right? And any close back up is another CSD, and this is something you don't want, right? But still, the safe stop was here, right? So we had this level of liquidity we can take and then move, right? So safe stop here, and this wasn't a beautiful trade, okay? So let's go to another trade and let's see some losses, right? So one of the losses was this, right? So we had SMT at these highs, right? So Nasdaq took this high and ES made this failure swing, okay? So I entered, so CSD here, right? So, sorry guys. So this was the SMT, right? And this with this high, okay? So CSD was here at this level, okay? But I entered at the fair value gap. So whenever there is a CSD and the opposing leg is like huge, I put my entry at the FVG. And to be honest, it's not a good idea because I just lost today a huge trade because of this. But anyway, when it's a large stop loss, this is the only way you can go about it, right? So I don't know if it's a loss or not, because I always tell you guys to not micromanage this, right? Set and forget. So it's a loss if you do that. But if you see that, I don't know, if you see that this low is broken, you can go break even or something, because price should not go back here. This fair value gap is now what should be holding if we were still bearish, right? But yes, it's a loss. And something else is, I totally forgot here that we had news at 10. So as you can see, 10 news, right? So as per the rules, this was not a valid loss, but yeah, it still got this loss while backtesting, right? So beautiful month, right? So beautiful month here. So here again, you see it, CSD here, this level, SMT at these highs, right? So if you can see, this is the SMT and this is the SMT. You can enter here or wait for this level to be tagged and get your 2R, right? So in both situations, I think 2Rs was hit, right? So Yeah, and let's go back. So this was March, right? And February as well. If you can see, got 71%, right? Again, same amount of money made. This is something crazy, guys. And I still have some more rules I will add to this, which will make the the win rate even higher. But yeah, 70% win rate with the 2R risk to reward is already crazy as is, right? Okay, so that's all for the data. Okay, and I'll move now. I'll move now to a trade I took today. All right, going back to our trade breakdown. So before taking any kind of setup, I want to know and I want to have a daily bias. All right. So going into the day, I saw that we had this daily SMT between ES and Nasdaq. All right. If you can go, so here is now ES. Okay. So if you can see ES took yesterday's high and Nasdaq never did, right? So this SMT is like really important. Why? Because if you can remember that this day that caused all this havoc, everything started with same stuff again. Nasdaq see? So Nasdaq took ES high, and if I can remember, this is my paper trading account, by the way, guys. Where is it now? Okay. Here. Okay, so here now you can see it. That day. Okay. So if you can see ES, really, it's with this high, right? So ES never took this high, okay? And it happened in Asia as well, right? And the rest is havoc, okay? So going into the day, I saw that this happened here again, right? So this happened, and I know CPI is at 8:30, right here. This candle, this 8 a.m. candle, okay? So let's go back. Okay? Now, what happened is, pay attention because this is gold. What's happened today is really gold, okay? So, what I'm expecting for today is that CPI will do the manipulation and market open. I wanted market open to do the distribution, right? If we had only market open as a driver, I want market open to do the distribution, and then I would have a bias, right? So because we had this SMT, daily SMT, and we were in this fair value gap, I knew that CPI will do nothing but create a manipulation here, and then we'll had the bearish move, right? But I still didn't trade it, okay? So how I can have more bias, right, with only this information, okay? So the CPI manipulated, right? So what filters manipulation? SMT, okay? So CPI never took this high on Nasdaq and ES, but YM tipped its hand, right? So this was first way of getting bias, okay? Now I am bearish, right? So why I'm bearish? Because we have this SMT, okay? And I'm expecting the 9 a.m. to open high and close down. Okay, so one minute chart. Okay, so let's move quickly to market open here. Okay, so as you can see, market open confirmed that we are not going high again. Okay, how it's confirmed it? Because 9:30 opened, manipulated into this FVG and closed down. Okay, but I'm not taking any trades here, right? Because it's not my window for this model, at least, right? I had the model here, right? Because if you can see, we have multiple FVGs here, and it's actually a 3-minute FVG, right? So I just shorted here, stop here, 2R. This is the model I will teach you guys later, right? I wanted 2Rs, but they actually just took this London lows and came back to my break even, because I was break even here, because I don't like to play with CPI days, right? Okay, so something you need guys to know about CPI days is that they like to go back, especially to the extremities. Like they won't always tag these fair value gaps and move, right? They like to play extremities, especially at market open. After 1 hour or something, you can play whatever, because this is their game. Okay, so this was a break-even trade, and you can see the executions on my Twitter. Okay, then I was hoping for the beasting at open to give me an entry rate, and we were in our window. So this is 9:45 and 10:10. By the way, if you're new here, the beasting model is an SMT that will happen at between 9:45 and 10:10. Okay, so it's SMT plus CSD, and we target 2 hours. Okay, so I was waiting, and this got my attention. Okay, so here I was like, okay, here is our potential SMT. Okay, can you see it? Right, and this is our CSD. Okay, and you can also check the execution on Twitter, right? I don't want, or I can't actually log in now to my trade of it, because we exceeded again the 5% for the daily, and I don't know what's happening with my trade of it. I can't really log into, right? So price did this CSD, and this candle was here, and I got actually this wick here, right? So I had a 55-point stop loss, and I didn't target actually 2 hours here, right? Because I knew this was the move for the day, right? Because I had everything in my side. Okay, I actually targeted the 2R as if I didn't get this wick fill, right? So I just targeted 2 hours, and price went straight away to my take profit, right? So it's a simple model, but you really need to have the right, the bias. Okay, so my trade was based off the bias that I found with this way. All right, so we had the CRT, right? So this candle took this high and closed under, so this is like a very good CRT. So I expected 9 a.m. to open high and close down, right? And This also, when we close under this low, I expect this candle to close again, open high and close again, right? And the next candle as well, right? Till we stop closing under lows, right? And I missed some fills as well today because I was greedy, right? I wanted to take this trade, okay? So we had this beautiful okay, where is my tool? At this beautiful breaker here, right? So I was greedy, to be honest. I wanted this fill from this unicorn FVG inside this breaker, right? But they actually never tagged me in and they melted, okay? So this was a beautiful trade as well because I'm expecting again, same thing, right? Let me see. I'm expecting 11 a.m. to open high into the body of 10 a.m. and close down, right? But it was actually an expansion candle. And this is why they never filled my FVG, okay? Because they just went down, creating lots of failure swings. Or maybe something will happen today and we will just attack these lows. And everything here was only manipulations. And we did it from... Is this a new wick opening up or something? What is this? Okay, I don't know what's this. Oh, this is just a glitch, yeah, because this candle normally closed down here. This is just a glitch. Or maybe not, they did it on purpose, so they know where to sell, okay? Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I don't want to explode your mind with new informations. And thank you, by the way, for using my code, right? My code Diogenes for all your prop firm and everything, right? But yeah, stay tuned for the next videos or something. I will drop a new sauce, new model, because some of you asked me they are not, like, they can't take a trades in this window, so I will give them a universal model. They can trade whenever they want. It's a price action model, by the way, so yeah, I hope you guys will like it, okay? So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two, right? If you have any questions, just write them down in the comment sections. I will answer any or every question, okay? Have a good day, everyone, and see you guys later. Ciao, ciao. Salama. Tabarak Allah alaikum.